And I'm trying to make an appointment with Detective Pinsker. I don't know how I got Fisher out of that, but this is the lovely building we have down here on Pierce Drive or Pierce Avenue. It's quite a lobby. Very impressive. Just poke my head in here real quick. And these are all the officers that have fallen right here. And in Clearwater. And then it's have like the history. They even have like the first wireless headset, I guess. Old radios, stuff like that. Like I said, we got good police here. And yeah, it's a pretty impressive building. Pretty nice. And so yeah, the nice lady gave me the case number. And it's about Mina and Mina and David Swann were unalived in their home on Flushing Avenue, which is where one of my buddies used to live, right down the street from where I was. It looks like they're throwing away a server cage over there. That's a pretty nice one. I think it's worth like $1,000. Anyway, so yeah, they left the email. I guess she's off today. So I figured I was downtown, here in the heart of Clearwater, and you can kind of get an idea what it's like to be in the heart of Scientology. I guess I probably shouldn't park here since my business is over, and this is a police lot. So let's drive over a block or two and check out the Sino activity, as we call them around here. Or we used to, I don't know what they call them. But hey, what's up, Rock Chalk? Welcome in. I'm just leaving Clearwater Police Department. See, look at that server cage. Those are worth some money. I wish I could probably fit it in my car if I had a use for it. Really don't. Okay, so there's the flag building parking right there, and this is the headquarters of the United States of Scientology. Amy Conway, good afternoon. I see this sign over here says "Keep all gators on a leash." Little mural. So yeah, there it is. There's a Scientologist for it. And they're everywhere. They're out today. This is the giant flag building. They love it when you film here. They really, it's a real treasure to them when you discuss the horrors that is Scientology and what they've done to my town in particular. And we're coming up on what used to be the Fort Harrison Hotel. I think I've actually done a live from here before. Yeah, you'll find it's pretty creepy down here. So there's the courthouse. The courthouse is still there for the city Clearwater. It seems like most cases are handled by the county. I'm gonna let this guy go, so maybe we have a little more time to film. And so there's the Fort Harrison Hotel. That's where I think "I Can't Get No Satisfaction" by the Rolling Stones was written. And they got this little bridge over, and that's the flag building. That's the big bucks one. But there's the Fort Harrison Hotel. And if you're fool enough, you will sign up for your billion-year contract with them. Yeah, pretty crazy. So they've you can get a real good idea of what it looks like. And this is First Financial Resources. So what they do is they own all of the stuff. If you're buying, selling, if you're borrowing, if you're whatever, in their transaction, it's all going to be Scientology, of course. And they try to hide it, but it doesn't necessarily work. We can do another pass through. They're trying to make this quaint little area now, which I thought was hilarious. None of these businesses are anything you could walk into. Scientology, volunteer, Citizens Commission. I wonder if they'd like me if I did a YouTube live. So everything on that road that we just drove and forward is owned by Scientology. And you'll see they tried to make this one of those Biscuit Soho areas over here. It cracks me up, it really does. Let's take one more pass through downtown here, and it's, you know, pretty much all Scientology owned, which, I mean, it's mind blowing. So there's a better shot of the hotel and what they've done with that over there. That actually is a condo building. I'm sorry. And then there used to be nightclubs and stuff down here. It was never much. Downtown Clearwater was just kind of a one-horse town, and usually you see them in hordes. You'll see they have the flag, they call them uniforms on there. They see these little biscuit-looking Navy wannabe uniforms here, and they painted the road and all this business. And that's them. They love being filmed. So, yep, let's see here. Make one more pass here. I don't know if this guy's a Scientologist or not. So this one has another over-the-road thing. They don't like to see people. They like to avoid them at all costs. So, all right. Yeah, this is the other side now, coming up on the flag building. And it's, I guess, a bus stop here. Bus Central. You can see now the breadth of this building is just immense, very immense. I think if I go down this road, I can get a better idea. So this is all that Tom Cruise money, where it went. And John Travolta brought in a lot of dough. And usually you see, there's one. Usually they're walking in groups. And so there it is, the Fort Harrison Hotel. Hi, how you doing? How's the billion-year contract going there for you? So, yeah, she'll probably report me. That's about what we're talking about right there. And, wait for this traffic light here. We'll get a look at the back of the Fort Harrison Hotel, because it's kind of interesting architecture, honestly. It's sad what it's become, but it's still nice to see. It's nice to look at, I guess. They got it locked down like a fortress, and they get away with having the walls just like Jeff Bezos. By growing the plants 18 feet high. They don't want anybody looking over. And yeah, okay. So here we go. That's the courthouse down there. And I'll pull in this little lot right here, and we'll get a nice little still shot. And I'll show you the bridge. There it is. That's the Clearwater Pass over there, where that accident happened. I was telling you, that's all handicapped over there. I'll park over here. Okay. And this is a nice little jaunt right here. Check out. I was down, halfway down. I'm gonna go to Thornton's, get some gas, but I thought I'd share the view with you and give you a little history of what this town used to be. What I know anyway. So yeah, this is some kind of new high-rise condo, and pretty nice, huh? Look at those penthouses at the top. They're insane. And so now this place is called The Sound, and it was built by the city, allegedly, and it's an outdoor amphitheater. You can see there. There's been a lot of concerts here. This is where they have the Clearwater Jazz Holiday and stuff like that. So you can see that's pretty nice. Big stage, big canopy over it. To me, building a large outdoor amphitheater in Florida, I guess they got a big giant fan in there. Maybe that helps. But anyway, there it is. There's the Clearwater Memorial Causeway. That's Clearwater Beach on the other side, and Clearwater Harbor right there. This was just a tiny little bridge. It's basically, what do you call those bridges? A causeway. But they built this big pass over it because they used to have to lift the gate for the boats to go under. But yeah, I'm trying to do a work all day thing today. Once again on the road to Moscow. And you can see in the very distance, let me see if I can zoom in on it. I can't really see the chat so bright right now. Sorry, welcome in everybody. But that's the Sand Key Bridge that we passed over the other day, and the building that's supposedly collapsing or whatever, if you remember, is over there. So let's take a look Here, one more little sweep around. So I guess that's where they have the Clearwater Jazz Holiday now. And you can see this building goes up there pretty high. Yeah, oh yeah. It's a nice building. Looks like it's well built. And we can walk over to the Scientology area. Maybe we can rub elbows and get an interview with the Scientologists. Who knows? It could happen. Let me take a look at the chat, get some shade over here. Got a nice little park with a fountain down there now. Never seen that before. This place to take your lunch. Just on the other side of this is the Morton Plant Hospital. Let me see what you guys are saying here. What happens? Sends Clearwater, Florida too. Cool. Yep. Thank you. Always love the peach coral paint. That's funny. Mommy Ball, hello, hello. Field trip is with Kane. Yeah, that's about it. 5 years old, granddaughter. And everyone's sick. I'm sorry. That sucks, Rock Chuck. It seems to happen that way, doesn't it? Has a family. We're good. Okay. Where's Trish? Is Trish in here yet? Tex Max Under Club. What's going on? Yeah, we have a show tomorrow if you want to join us, Tex Max. We're going to have the wonderful magnetic JJ Vance there. And I'll try to get in some of my steps here and walk over to Fort Harrison. So that's the Fort Harrison Hotel. That is where that Jennifer whatever was murdered. Allegedly by the Scientologists, saying they covered it up. They tried to call it a suicide. She was covered in cockroaches. I think she had 3 gunshot wounds. They called it a suicide. Clearwater police went right along with it. I just thought I'd tell you something. Let me take a little stroll over here. This doesn't say toll away or anything, I don't think. So, should be okay for a minute. Looks like we're finally getting our weather in. We're going to get some of the rain you guys have been getting from Texas, I guess, a little bit. That'll be nice. And oh, there's the Jolly Trolley. I'm not sure if it's still free or not. I don't know. But we can, I mean, downtown Clearwater is literally 15 steps. It's like it's no big deal. And they have it all kind of closed off now. So we'll take a trip over there and see what we can't find out about Scientology today. It's funny that trolley runs all the way up this road, all the way to Palm Harbor. I'm 99% sure it's free. I don't know. Whew. It's about 86 today, I think. So it's still a nice day to go for a little stroll. And it's right over here. This is Cleveland Street, which is cut off from the rest of the world. Now, yeah, like I said, there's a couple businesses, like for appearances, I guess they have them. Ice cream shop here. Supposedly a hairdresser. It doesn't even look like you can go inside there. It's called Water's Edge, and they just have pictures of people on bikes. It's not even a business. It's nothing. Just a bunch of bullshit. They're like, yeah, if you want to pay $15 for an ice cream cone, come on in. You know, we have a little gift shop here. And it's all Scientology owned. One-stop shop. Oh, look, you can buy books. Huh, Oxford and English Dictionary right at the front. That's interesting. Yeah. Daft Dream. Expensive clothes for women. Nice dresses and stuff. Yeah. Your latest Scientology apparel available there. That's a really nice condo looking place. Look how they have the one thing split off. So I guess they split off the 2 penthouses up there. That one penthouse, look at the balcony on that sucker. I think that's the one that's rumored to be Tom Cruise's. That very top one. They built that, like they built this whole building for him, if I understand correctly. And there it is. There's the bridge. And you see the building there. Downtown Clearwater. And so here it is. And this is the Capitol Theater, still owned allegedly by the city of Clearwater. It was a playhouse for a long time. And now Scientologists own it. They bought Ruth Eckerd Hall and they bought Capitol Theater. And that's all part of the same system now. But they do have big plays that they do. Let's see what they got today. Oh, ironically enough, classic albums by the Rolling Stones. That's pretty funny. Well, yeah, Tom Cruise could be right up there right now. Who knows? Looks like there's a window open up there. No, it's not open, or I'd shout out. Maybe he's sitting on, there's like a little sun deck up there. Let me zoom in. You guys can see. Look, there's a sun deck up there. Who knows, maybe he's sitting over here in this little Scientology protected thing. So Night Ranger is right coming up. Brad Gillis just played for Ozzy. And then they got the Melissa Edwards, yeah. All this stuff, Queen. And check out some of these little shots. I brought my card with me. I can grab a drink or something if I want. So this is supposedly something open for fun, but there's nothing there. You feel like dolphins? There's another one. Am I zoomed in still? I'm still zoomed in. There you go. Hope that's better. And let's see. This is kind of a nice little area, huh? They love Clearwater. They certainly do love Clearwater. If they don't own the business, they own the property it's on. But I can guarantee they own all these businesses. So we got Downtown Pizza Sports Bar and Grill. You got a nice Scientologist coming up over here. He's an old schooler. He's a real flag member. How's that contract working out? Good? There you go. All right, Downtown Pizza over here. Pretty nice. We pretty much just came from right over here. That's the Church of Scientology. It used to be a bank. That building right there. They don't try to hide anything. They want to take over the whole town. And there goes the cops. So that's that over there. The guy stopped in his tracks and was looking at me. What are you going to do? Nothing. So back at the flag center here, we should start seeing hordes of them. This is where they picket out front over here. And they'll many big battles. I don't know what this is. Geoffrey type of clothing. Fancy clothing for women. And oh, they got a nice, real nice deck up there on top of the flag building. I've never noticed that. I've never seen it really from a distance. I'll zoom in on that real quick. Check that out. There's preserving Clearwater's heritage. Now this is hilarious. You want to talk about something fucking funny? See all these cars go by here. They have all these posters all over the place, and they put them in the malls, and they put them in fast food places, all this stuff to show how they're preserving Clearwater's heritage while raping it at the same time. How's that contract going? Good? Another $1 billion to go? Yeah, there you go. I'm not a smart ass or anything. There you go. So these are all the wonderful Scientology events. Wow, isn't that wonderful? The history of Clearwater contains an eclectic array of architectural design, Mediterranean revival, Art Deco, neoclassical, and Scientology. And there you go. I don't know if we can fit Bob Evans into the picture somewhere, but I'm sure that he's got it, part of it. They all talk to each other, so the next one that sees me, I might as well just send it to her. That's to be one of their little secret entrances right there, their secret businesses. Yeah. They got their little bus system that drives them all around. It's sad. Let's see, 200 police department officers are authorized representatives because they're paid. They pay them to do stuff off the clock. So it's literally, here's where we're driving before. And I guess we have a crosswalk over here. This is the old Peace Memorial here. And walking right up on the Fort Harrison in the flag building. The girl was worried I was stalking her, I guess. Who knows? I'm sure one of them will come talk to me any minute now because they own this area. But it's public, so they can't do shit. They can fuck off for all I care. And look at this guy. He's king of the road for sure. So here we are. Fort Harrison Hotel. What are you looking at, man? You got a problem? He's looking over here. See what he wants. See if he looks again. Look again. Hi. Want to talk? Yeah, fucking prick. I told you. That's the entrance to the flag building here. And yeah, this place is a joke, dude. It's really sad. All this money's gone into. There's nobody in there. There's honestly nobody in there. Don't join whatever you do. And yeah, they tried to. This is called the Peace Church. There's nobody in there. It's just a Scientology-based thing. And they walk these people around through the Primrose Path, trying to get them to join Scientology, and they get millions of dollars from these people. You'd be surprised. People from Switzerland and Sweden and Belgium, they come here with all this money, looking to be clear. Look at those red lights up there over there. That's interesting. I wonder what that's all about. I don't know. But yeah, see how they have, say they beat the code because they lowered the maximum fence height is 6 feet. And so they put the bars, and then they have the brush, which gives that gets them around the code. See? So they can do whatever the fuck they want. In other words. So there we go. Yeah, not fans of them at all. There is another the recruitment center is where it all starts. So that lady must have probably walked a little ways. And you can see these are the little bungalows right here. They used to be the hotel rooms there. And those are, I guess, the nicer rooms or whatever back in the day. Nice avocado tree right there. Oh, there must be a stage there. I see. That's why. Look at that. They must hold their pat ourselves on the back awards in that little foyer right there with the lights or the lanai. The whole thing's a big giant potty house, to be honest with you. But anyway, oh, here comes some real flag members. Let's rub elbows with them. I'm not trying to get an assault charge or anything today. It's not like that. Boy, you're really high brass. Guess I've just gotten off the boat. The Jolly Trolley's stuck on the bridge over there. A lot of traffic. I'm waiting for one of them to approach me. That one guy was really eyeing me up. Once you say something to one of them, they follow you for like a week. So it's always fun. But anyway, yeah, Tom Cruise right there, right next to the penthouse over there, next to the Fort Harrison, as close as he can get next to Flag. And they're saying he's going to be the next David Miscavige or whatever, and he'll be walking people around the silver pole or whatever. So this used to be a fountain. This is where Moss Brothers used to be right on the other side of this road, just on the other side of that giant building. And there was this giant fountain here, which they've now sealed off. But you can see, oh, right into a hole. You see its former glory. But yeah, I'll leave you with a view of the Sound and the Memorial Bridge here. And that was fun. A little jaunt downtown Clearwater. I'm going to get back to work. Thank you for everybody for being here. Let me look at the chat. When I get some shade up here in a sec. Who's out there? Is there anybody out there? Let me see if somebody's following me yet. Interesting. Yep, nope. Oh, they'll be around. They're watching me. They have cameras everywhere. Like every square inch of downtown, for sure. So let's see here. We'll head back to Largo. So we're making some money again Friday. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. It was Fried Dizzle. My channel is not going anywhere. I don't know why some people are quitting. Whatever. Does seem to be making progress in the case. Whatever difference we can make, we're going to make. A lot of documents dropped. And barely even scratched the surface of them today. Here I'll get to my... I'll be doing the carnivore diet too, so hopefully the pounds will start melting off here for summer. Get that dad beach body going. Ah, yeah, right. Okay, this is a nice view. Look, this is... I didn't even get this one before. Looking straight up under the bridge. Okay, birds, get out of here. Those sky routes. Okay, let's see who's here. Too fast for fleas. Thank you, Katie. I hope you have a great weekend also. I'm sure I'll be live tomorrow with JJ. So let's see here. Tex Max. Hi. Is that Sandra? That's Sandra. Hi, Sandra. And I'm trying to read them. My eyes are kind of bouncing up and down still. But I wanted to talk a little shit to Scientologists because we do that. It doesn't really get us anywhere. But here's a nice Florida squirrel. And I'll leave you out on that. Thank you for being here, everybody.